Hey family, so we have taken a longer time than usual to get back to the vlog simply because a lot has happened the past couple of days, and I just finished having some time with the Lord and I was very emotional, but just reminded that He works everything for my good. He is involved and committed, and He knows exactly what He's doing and why, and I can trust Him because He's sovereign. So when I don't understand, He does. And so as of right now, we've put a complete pause on the surgery because we found out it wasn't only going to be like what we were paying out of pocket for the surgeon and then the hospital, which the price went up, but also to just get the actual mass tested and the anesthesia. It was going to be upwards of $5,000 out of pocket, and right now we obviously don't have that. We've also just been grieving what feels like a season with the Lord, but I will bring that up with Derek because it has a lot more to do with him. So, but in general, it just kind of looks like in this season, nothing that we had planned is going accordingly. Even our merch, we were so excited to release our merch. We started ordering samples, and I was creating designs, and then we showed it to a couple of people, and it was like flatlined. And so I'm having to go back to the drawing board and do that. In reality, I really do feel the Lord saying that this redirection is onto like dreams being fulfilled. And so it might feel like a season of a lot of death and a lot of trials and things that have happened. Like I keep telling Derek, I'm like, every time I post a vlog, it's just something bad and I don't want to do that anymore. But it has been a harder season, especially coming back to Dallas and trying to readjust and find our place. And so we have a lot of updates coming, and then we'll kind of process with you guys a little bit about what's going on and bring you guys in so you guys can follow along with us because a lot is changing. Yesterday I did not pick you up again. It's actually been a couple emotional days because we've had to make some tough decisions the past couple days. So we will bring you up to date today. We're on our way to, what are you showing me? You want to live there?
Really nice.
Should we live there? Should we call? Do you want me to call?
There's a red door.
Do you want me to call? So part of what's happening and part of the reason why we're even looking at houses is because we feel like the Lord is asking us to settle down. It's not always the easiest, even though it's been, I think, something that we've known we've needed. But we'll unpack that with you. So all in all, we're in Dallas, staying in Dallas, and looking for housing. So that'll be the beginning of it. However, we're currently listening to a podcast that we released before we were married, right?
I think so.
We released before we were married, and I think it's hitting us afresh. It's called Laying Down Your Dreams. And we ourselves made it, but we're just getting hit by it all over again. Yeah? You having a better day?
I'm having a better day.
I love you.
I love you.
We'll bring them in soon, yeah?
Very soon.
Hey friends, it's our Sabbath day and we're currently at Drip Coffee here in Dallas. We're doing our Bible readings. We had a slow morning. We just released our 5 things we wish we knew before we got married podcast. So make sure if you haven't checked that out, you check it out after this video. However, now we're going to sit, just read our Bibles and enjoy. Guys, you've seen Vincent on the vlog before, but never after a workout.
Never have to work out.
Always at Zion.
Deep stretch.
Hey family, so we have been mentioning that a lot of changes have happened, and so we wanted to sit down with you and kind of elaborate on a little bit. And so part of what's happened is a lot of life has changed since we came back to Dallas. We were so excited about a month ago to get back, bring the motor home, and start on renovations right away. And sadly, as full-time missionaries, finances aren't always the way you think they're gonna be. Consistent. And so at the moment, we really feel from the Lord like we're supposed to stay in Dallas, which means that we are actually on the job hunt, which is a very different plan than what we had for the summer.
We were excited to really start building family. Our anticipation of getting back to Dallas was because there would come a really beautiful convergence of all the people that we had been meeting with virtually that we'd all come together in Dallas and be able to do that. But it's a little hard to do that in a camper. We realized that in order to really host people, we first needed to find our own dwelling place. And this is why we're on the hunt for jobs, so that we can move out of the camper that we're currently living in and get into something that Ivanna and I can grow into.
And so it has not been an easy decision, but we really do feel that after seeking the Lord and seeking counsel, Derek and I will both be looking either for full or part-time jobs so that we can fund some of the things that we're looking to do in this next season, which also include a home so that we can host people, have Shabbat, have Bible studies, and continue to do things with God Set Me Free, as well as us. We want to start a family. And so in order to do that, we have to find funds. And once we find jobs, then we'll actually have the money to finish renovating the motorhome. I think that's been a big question, like what's happening with the motorhome. Well, what's happening is right now we don't have the financial backing to do the renovations. Plus, we didn't have enough money to do the surgery. And so we're kind of in a place where we're realizing, well, we are going to be missionaries wherever we go, whether that's at an office job, at a remote job, or a restaurant. And so we're going to continue doing things that way.
It's very difficult to lay something down, especially when things like the motorhome and watching the Lord pay off the bills and how much the Lord has shown up in the last season of our life. It's really difficult. So it's been hard for Ivanna and I these past few weeks. Not to be inconsistent with you guys and the family that we've been able to establish here on YouTube, but the day-to-day has been definitely really hard. And for those of you who've also been on a job hunt, we've probably applied to more than 100 jobs each, and we're still waiting on that right job to respond. And they're harsh realities that we sometimes can put expectations into outcomes because we're following and pursuing the Lord. But it's Him. It's not the outcome. It's not what we expect. It's Him. He's greater than any expectation and any outcome. Yeah. And if we don't live in that reality, then we will, our spiritual walk will always feel hindered in a time of trouble rather than strengthened.
I think with this, we would like to encourage you and bring you into a journey that our hope is not in a specific outcome, in a specific way. And I was telling Derek, I'm like, I actually feel like I think life is linear. Like if this is A, this is B. But with the Lord, it kind of looks more like a river. And this is something you've spoken about before, and about the fluidity of how we need to follow the Lord and be sensitive to what He's calling us to. And so with that, we just want to encourage you that wherever you are, you're on mission, you look like Christ to people, and He is forming His character in you, which is what we're finding. And that we're actually really excited to invite you guys into apartment tours and decorating tours. And once we start having the funds to renovate the motorhome and what our life would look like. And I really do feel like what we believe in our carnal minds is a setback, that it's actually a setup for what the Lord is going to do.
Amen.
So we want to invite you into that. When it comes to merch, it might take a little bit longer than we wanted to, but we just want to make sure we're giving you guys the best. And so this is all just us like humbling and being vulnerable before you of like, hey, this is kind of where we are. And we're really tired of our vlogs being like sad news one after the other. And so we're excited to bring you guys exciting news and new things and testimonies.
Amen. I love that.
And I love you. So we love you guys. We'll bring you on the rest of the day. We're actually going to play tonight, which is so exciting. Best date night
Ever.
Thank you, Vincent and Abigail. We're so excited. Still makeup less, about to head to Upper Room. We picked up some breakfast from Salad and Go, our very favorite place. And now we're gonna go to the Tuesday set some things are changing, so we're enjoying every last bit of the routines that we've had. It's been a very different week for us as we've been staying our last couple days in the apartment and really hanging out with friends.
Thank you, Julie.
Yes, thank you, Julie. Getting poured into and just kind of preparing for what's coming in this next season. We're also going up over a bump. But I really just felt from the Lord, like he was saying, that this season is helping to grow something in us, that we would look more like Christ. And so that's what we're doing. We're just going to continue to follow the Lord, continue to apply to jobs, and we will know what the next step is when he tells us.
Amen.
Okay, we pulled up to a room. That's what we're like. But I can't wait to get on the set and the presents. Home sweet home. So we just finished the set. It was so beautiful. And now we're eating breakfast burritos in the car before helping out here at Upper Room with a couple things. My outreach got canceled, which I'm so sad about. But it's just another amazing Tuesday. I don't even know if this is so loud. I'm currently cooking some ground beef and about to make some sweet potato gnocchis, which is Derek's favorite meal. So I'm gonna make that so we can have a late lunch and then get ready for tonight's Spanish worship night. So we're enjoying the last few moments in our friend Julie's house, and I'm about to throw down. Guys, our favorites, Ellie and Josh, and if you haven't seen it, Baby. Oh, we're so excited!
Buenos dias, fam. It's Wednesday. I'm gonna be gone for most of the day, so you'll see more of Ivanna. But I'm heading to not an interview, but I'm gonna go on site somewhere to train on some machines that I'm gonna be using tomorrow for a barista job that I'm gonna take for the night. And then I have an interview later today. So really excited for the fresh start that Ivanna and I are having. But I wanted to give you guys a quick hello, a good morning, before I don't see you and probably until later today.
Hey family, sorry I have not picked you up much today. I actually went to go serve a friend that is in her first trimester and she is not feeling well. So I went to go help her out, and honestly the Lord has just been blessing Derek and I with provision through little things that we're doing just to serve our friends and family. So we're so grateful that is happening. At this current moment, it's around 3:30 and Derek is having his interview, which we're so excited for. This would be an amazing job. I think it fits so much of what he's passionate for. It has to do with nonprofits. And so we're excited. And so we are praying for him and really believing that the Lord is going to be there present, and he's going to be so excited and just feel the Lord's near, and that they'll be able to have favor and connect. I am currently working on the vlog. I just took a shower because Derek should be here soon, and I got some matcha, so I'm going to drink that while I work. But today has been one of those days that we're getting ready to leave Julie's house. We're preparing for this interview, an interview I have tomorrow. It's just a bunch of things going on, but at least it's a good day. So the only downside to staying in this beautiful neighborhood is that we're way too far away from the gym. So I took a really nice walk, got to catch up with my mom, and now Derek's about to come home. So I'm excited to see him. It's been a nice day. Back.
Thank you.
Did you have fun?
Have fun.
How much coffee did you have?
A lot. I'm probably more dehydrated than I want to be.
Ew.
What's up, familia? It's been a long day, but a rewarding one. Had a long training today to prepare for a quick job that I have tomorrow, after that training that I had earlier today, I took an interview for a job, a really exciting job that I'm going to have the second interview in a few days. And I'm super excited because this seems like this is going to be the next step in my life, to have some income coming in. I'm really happy to say that the interview went extremely well, and I'm looking forward to the next interview. Jesus, thank you.
Guys, we love you. We're taking you on this wild journey that we're on.
That's it.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.